Hey, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Quarbit, and I'll be your host today for Europa Universalis 4. Welcome to a brand new series of a quick play series for Ulster getting the Luck of the Irish achievement here. Now, if you're wondering what a quick play is, because I haven't actually, given a title beforehand or done one of these really, essentially we're going to be doing some of the very somewhat early game achievements. Some of the things that aren't necessarily going to take more than 15 episodes, hopefully not more than 10. Essentially, we don't have to make a giant, spectacle of these things. We're just going to try and make the achievements nice and simple, very easy to follow, hopefully, and from there on, maybe I'll stream the continuation of these Let's Plays, but really it's just there for an example kind of achievements. Now, we're starting off as Ulster here today, which I believe is one of the best Irish miners to start off as. I mean, there's also Tyrone over here, who, he's pretty alright. He has some pretty decent... Well, Sligo, Tyrone, and Ulster have very similar developments. I believe... Yeah, here's Kildare with 9, which is, I believe, the best development. And then there's also Munster over here, or Munster, sorry, who has 4 dev, but does have the castle, so siege wars are very nice to have here. However, the reason I'm picking Ulster here today is because if we end up in a war against Scotland, it's, if it's early enough, and you're playing someone else, you might not have access to this to defend yourself against the Scottish, because you'll need to block the strait, of course. So, you might end up with a few problems there. So if you've been following along with what I've been doing, I've just been setting up the army and a few things, and I believe we're going to end up selling a couple of ships as well as collecting here and here. I think that's okay to do. I believe we get more money this way if we collect from both, because you do get a malice, but it's not really much considering we only have 2% anyway. So having a little bit in here might be helpful. We'll see how that actually turns out as opposed to just having the 0.12 there. Now, very beginning, we're going to call the diet here, go for some generalship, go for this guy to get up to 75 and 150 military. We're also going to focus on military for very obvious reasons. We essentially want to beat up Scotland and England as soon as possible, preferably if England hasn't, survived anything like, I don't know, like the War of the Roses or the 100 Years' War. Hopefully England's just still weakened from those things, and that would be fantastic. Now, we got... Oh, you are a very nice general. A 4-3-3 is very nice. I would have liked a siege pip, but that's alright. We're also going to look towards maybe selling a few ships here. Ironically, we could maybe sell one to England for a couple of ducats here. Yeah, I really hate this system, where you have to sort of guess, kind of. I think it might be 10, but I'm going to try for 11. No, it's definitely 10. Okay, cool. Oh, no, it's less than 10, actually. Let's see if someone else will buy it for more. You'll buy it for 10. How about 11? Okay, you don't work like that. Let's just go for 10, then. You can take that. A little bit of early money is always very nice. How about you, Castile? Do you want some ships? Yes, you do. I'll sell you a different fleet, actually. Turn up the speeds. Have I missed anything else here today? I might as well take the money. Anything else? Yeah, army maintenance can go down. We're going to sell off one more ship and then start fabricating claims and going for alliances. Kildare would be a nice alliance because they're somewhat out of the way. Even early game England is potentially an alliance, but probably not. I want to unite this state first, the Ulster state, which would require these two. This one for claims especially, I do want claims on this. Some of them might, go for some alliances for some Scots and some Irish miners here, which would be unfortunate. But it's doable. It's still winnable at that point. Just not too many, generally speaking. As long as Scotland, doesn't hate you and these guys don't generally hate you at the same time, then you're kind of looking good. So, you actually allied Denmark, which would be an interesting defensive war, but still doable. Well, let's look for someone around here. I think Kildare, or Sildara, no, Kildare, okay, would be a very nice ally. No royal marriages because, those are awful to break and you want to go aggressive, so. Who else wants one more ship? Do you want... did I sell them all? I must have sold them all. I think I did sell them all. Nope, you're still there. They're not within range, probably, is what I'm guessing. Yeah, they weren't within range. How about you? Want a ship for 10 ducats? Anything more than that? 11 ducats? No, just 10. Cool. That's fine. I don't want it. I'd prefer the money. Maybe for an advisor even, but mainly for the, we don't have much good here anyway. Fort defense, hey, that's solid. That's true. Fort defense can be really nice. Especially early game here, but let's start off by getting our rivals in here. You are allied with Sligo, if that's actually how it's pronounced, which it might not be, which is a bit of a pain. Let's wait a few days and try to get one more ally. Okay, so these guys don't like me, but you're next to this guy, which would be nice. Can I ally you? Neutral attitude. Can I? Well, I can royal marriage you, but that becomes a bit of a problem. Okay, so you would make a nice ally as well, but you're actually rival to you here, to Kildare. Actually, Munster would make a brilliant ally because of the fort. Now, the only problem might be military access. That's a problem for, like, everyone in Ireland, so... no, actually, what am I doing here? Need to get the claims first, obviously. Now, the Irish missions are kind of barren. There's not much here, to be honest with you. A lot of this stuff actually is... In fact, most of this stuff, almost all of it, exclusively, is going for this achievement. Except for these, but, those are if you decide to grab them. But these ones are really nice because they give you free claims, and free claims are always very nice. Now, the reason I wanted to unite Ulster is because you get more claims over in these areas. So, basically, you go in this direction, kind of, and it's really nice. That's kind of what I was thinking, but we always have to get that, that first claim, which is going to take a little while. Now, I'm hoping England doesn't decide to kill anyone first off, because they're allied with Kildare and Leinster. Interestingly enough, I forget where Kildare is. Ah, right, yes, my ally, of course. That's okay for now. Yeah, that's alright, that's alright. England is a bit of a different beast here. We'll have to wait for them to leave the Pale, and they'll usually do that during the 100 Years' War, which hopefully happens this time. There's no guarantees, of course. We can just sort of hope it occurs. You can just sort of hope it occurs. Or, obviously, the War of the Roses, they'll move all their troops back over. I'm just hoping we don't see an early England war where they're successful here. We'll see what happens. Once we're at around 14% on that, we'll raise the army. I'm one above limit, which is fine. I'm okay with that. Okay, this is close enough. I'll start raising the army. So war with Tyrone would be a war with Sligo over here as well. Both of which probably have around 4k, and I can probably solo them. And then just annex them both because, well, coastal, obviously, but... I can't get a claim on you, unfortunately, but it's really good for me to attack you now, because I don't want to fight Denmark. Yeah, we can maneuver around here. You're allied with me and Desmond, so if I attack Desmond, I can grab Kildare as well. And for Leinster, of course, I could just attack Clanricarde, and that would kind of work out, except for Munster. The Munster problem still exists, because they have a lot of allies. I don't know, I don't really want you in my land, actually. There's no reason for you to be in my land. Anyway, let's grab this claim here. Maybe we should wait for the War of the Roses, because they might attack me. What do you desire? Do you desire my land? No, you don't have a claim for it either, so I'm not too concerned. I think I can go ahead and just declare the war. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, come on. There we go. These might be okay for land force limit modifier, but it's kind of trivial. Don't really need it. Now let's try and bring these guys back home. Their ships might leave port? Yes, they will. Okay. But will they fight my ships in port? Or out of port? Who knows? Like, am I going here, or what's happening? No, they're going back home. Cool. That works for me. I'm gonna sort of blockade them out a little bit, and, oh. It's a bit of a mistake there. That's actually both armies down, meaning I can go over and siege this while also getting rid of one of these guys. Well, I can just do this and then just consolidate. Same thing. Because I'll put myself back down one. Which works for me. I'll of course move the cavalry back home. And this is good enough for a siege. Navy's under attack. Of course, we should probably bring those guys back in. It's all just roll base at this point. Same everything, so... Looks like I'm getting bad rolls, so I'll just bring the boys back home. I'm okay with that. I was hoping to... Oh, and I lost a ship. That sucks. Yeah, that does suck. Oh well. This is not enough for a siege, so we'll just keep those. That's fine. Keep it all occupied, no problemo. Might even speed 5, because there's not much really that's going on here. Not much to talk about. Nothing too incredible. And how's our trade income? 0.17. I believe it was 0.21 here, wasn't it? Yeah, there's not much here. I think this should increase if we just recall the merchant. Just gonna do a check on that one. No, it actually went down. Okay, so there's no point in me actually caring about that then. Cool, I was just wondering. Heir to the throne, a 136 is actually not that bad, generally speaking. Yeah, really not that bad. Also, I think we'll try and get both of these sieges at the same time, maybe. Because we can, so we might as well. If we get a disease outbreak, though, there's going to be a problem over here for a month. But, we might as well be aggressive over here. And try to do what we can. Now, a war against you would be Thomond and Offaly. Not sure how that's pronounced, but... If a war against you, you, and... You. Okay. If I could bring in any allies promising land, that would be wonderful. It sort of depends on how I decide to do this. No longer really need this. I'm going to go get the next claims, I think. I really want to claim here so that I can get... You know, this, which will give me claims on, well, pretty much all these things over here. The Connacht area. Munster, Ulster. Yeah. That kind of works out. That's cool. I'm just looking at, so it gives me claim on the area here, and... I'd say these three is what it looks like. So, 1, 2, 3, and then all these. So everything but Pale in Leinster. And, or Leinster, and then, you know, these three over here, which is nice. The only problem is that I will be coring this beforehand, which is a bit of an issue, but, 3 professionalism for free. That is very nice for some free manpower later on. Now, one of the problems you encounter when it comes to, like, especially Leinster, is that you kind of have this whole thing with England that they happen to have a lot of the time. I'm not really sure why that is, actually, that they have that. But it always seems to be that England and Leinster are just best friends all the time, which is a problem when you try and conquer them. But usually you can try to do that during some sort of a war. War of the Roses, or, you know, 100 Years' War, something like that. Depending on how fast you can get through this. Now I'm getting really unlucky with these sieges. Jeez, okay, there we go. 11% on that one. I might want to claim on Offaly as well. Just because. If I end up taking it, then, well, that would be nice. Connacht, is that the same thing? No, it's Thomond over here, okay. I could get a claim there, but, that's fine. Okay, let's just wait out for this one. Give me Sligich, or Sligich, please. Come on. Really? That's how today's going? Really? There's no way we can improve that either, so we just have to wait. At 28%. Forever. Might as well send one guy over to help that out, but... There's the surrender of Maine, very nice. England, I think, should start moving its troops, or maybe they'll just let it happen, who knows? France at war with... Ooh, France backed down, didn't they? I think France backed down from that. That's a bit of a problem. Let me check that. Ooh, boy. Yeah, so the French backed down from the surrender of Maine. Interesting. Hopefully England doesn't have too good of a game this time around. I really hope not. Because that would really suck if they do too well. Anyways, we'll be taking this. Thank you for the separate piece. We'll be taking that. Thank you for that piece. We'll be coring them both up. This one's clearly going to be more expensive. We don't have the claim, which is unfortunate. But we can get some rivals here. Tyrconnell, first of all. And probably Offaly and Clanricarde here. Or Thomond and Clanricarde, just to unite this whole area here, which would be nice. So let's go for Clanricarde. And for Thomond. There we go. Now we can immediately start the next war, which might end up being a good idea. However, we are fighting 12,000 guys with our mere 7,000. I might want to hire another guy just so I can stack wipe a little bit faster. We do have a really godly general, which is nice. But, you know, you can never be too sure. So Tyrconnell, Thomond, and Offaly will give us these claims, which will be easier coring. Okay, that works for me. Okay, fantastic. Let's just wait a few days. A few days until this guy's done. Thomond and... Okay, so it is these two. I won't be able to take this in the next war, which is okay, but... We could take this, but maybe it's not the greatest idea. If I were to fight you, that'd be Munster. Yes, I definitely want to fight you. But do I want to do it like this? Where I get the claim on Thomond instead? I might want to do that instead. Or get the claim on Offaly. No, not Offaly, but definitely this one, maybe. Because if I get the claim, then I fight him, and it's just these two. I might want to do that instead, actually. I don't know if I'm prepared to fight 3 people at once. So we'll wait a little bit on that one. Yeah, I think that's the better option. Oh, a free stability. I would love a free stability. Do I want to do this first? I might. For level 2 stab. Level 2 stab is really nice. Yeah, maybe. I think I will wait for that one. Where we take this, and then we get the extra stab. Very nice. You guys are upset, but you don't do much anyway, so I don't really care, to be honest with you. Okay, let's get our claims. It looks like England, now not bothered with things. So, okay, hold on. So England has an heir, and they missed out on the 100 Years' War, so England's strong this game, actually, which is concerning. A strong England is a very frightening England. Very frightening England. Because they immediately go to war with you and everyone around here. I don't like that version of England. Don't like that version of England at all. We'll have to be really aggressive, I suppose. Generally speaking, not so bad. Well, it is really bad, but we'll see how we deal with it. Yep, you can have access if you're at war with England. Please do. Please do. We want to weaken England in any way possible. We could go with the... Yeah, we could go with this guy so that we don't have the overage fee. But the overage fee, I imagine, is not... Yeah, it's just 0.3, which is not as much as he costs anyway, so... Jeez, is that the entire English army, huh? They're having a time. Let's increase the army maintenance, and I guess, why do we have corruption? Overextension, of course, right, that makes sense. That is logical. Same allies? Good, okay. Gonna grab this claim real quick. And having claims on both of them means it should be not so bad to core either. Generally speaking. Tyrconnell has claimed my stuff. Ironic. Ironic indeed. Okay, so let's bring this guy out of Offaly. Let's declare the war here for the conquest of this thing I cannot pronounce, this little province here. We'll go immediately to war, declare on them. Stack wipe. Pause. Deposit 1 troop. Go over here for that stack wipe, then go to Donegal. There we go. Stack wipe. We'll shift consolidate, then consolidate regularly. And I will send those 4 over here, because this guy doesn't even have a, he doesn't have siege, so I don't want him to just die on a fort. Well, unless he dies on this fort. I'm okay with dying on this fort, because that's a faster siege for me. Also, next military tech, very important to grab. Making money from all of that, I guess, city burning. Never mind. Okay, that was a bad idea. I thought it would be a good idea to siege, you know, get this siege a little faster, but never mind. We'll let the ships repair. Okay, we just have to sit here and just do nothing for a while. Might as well keep building that spy network, make that faster. I am very afraid of what England's doing here, because one of my allies has just been gobbled up by England. God, yeah. This might not be the best start. We might have to redo this one, but we'll see how it goes. Yep, there's England with another part of Ireland. The Renaissance. No real marriages, please and thank you. No one's allied with Scotland either, which is for the better, really. Grant privileges for... no, we'll do this one. Yes, we will. Burgundy declared war on England, apparently. Interesting. Okay. We might actually survive, then. We might live, because Burgundy's quite strong. If they land over any of these locations, that would be nice. I wonder if England will defend that, or if they're just gonna sit here in Ireland and do nothing. Okay, yeah, they're definitely moving over for that. Okay. That's good, at least. Okay, and both of these sieges are done. We'll get rid of both of these then. First of all, we'll go to Tyrconnell and grab that. Go to you, grab that. We'll grab this mission. Core those back up. Now you're allied with Munster. Sorry, I keep putting like the SH sound in there. With Munster, which is a bit of a problem. They have the castle over here, which is I believe that's 9 people you need on that, actually. Now, when it comes to the other missions, we just need that. And then we would need this, and then that one. This one is by far the hardest one we'll have. Well, actually, both of these ones will be hard because we have to fight England, which will be very difficult. Very difficult indeed. Now, going over force limit is nothing I'm really afraid of doing. In fact, I would recommend doing that if you're in this situation. Because we have a couple of issues here, and those issues would be... We need at least 9 men. I'm going to go for 10, actually. I'm going to grab a... rivalry against... Who do I want to rival? O'Falley, probably? And Ormond, because I'm pretty much done when it comes to allies. Just Munster, but once Munster's done as an ally, rest in peace, pretty much. I think I'll actually get rid of that spy network. Oh, and there's the timer. Well, let's play a little longer here and start off the next conquest within Ireland. Now, this whole thing with England might constitute a restart, if and only if they don't try and fight back in France. It's really a gamble, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. Might be alright, it might be bad. Who actually knows how it'll be until we give it a shot. I'll raise this up, and we'll go to fight you. Yeah, but in one more... No, we don't need to wait a month. Go fight you. The ships are doing fine. We don't need to worry about them. Bring it to speed 4, actually. Now I gotta come down here and deal with you. And you're a very big problem, because I can't siege you for a very long time. Now that's why I actually got the 10 guys, so I could have 9 over here, 1 over there. The only problem, however, is we might even need an 11 if it depends. But that's really expensive on the economy, so one thing we'll end up doing probably is just finishing off this siege first, actually. Because this one requires less guys, so we might as well start off with that, and do that thing over here, actually. So we'll go ahead with the siege. We'll let that finish. You guys are getting claims on me. Okay, that's cool. I don't really care. It also looks like Scotland has those rebel problems I see there. Yes, indeed. Noble rebels. Interesting. Looks like England's still hanging about, and I feel like they're going to... they're not going to declare war on me, which is good, at least. Maybe I'll try and improve relations. Oh, maybe I'll also send these guys over there. Oh, why did you... That is really weird, okay. I did have access to England, and then they said no. Interesting. Very interesting. Now, let me just, point it out here. You guys don't like each other, right? Scotland actually likes England. Okay. That's cool, I guess. That's just how it is. That's just how it's gonna be. Very interesting. However, I think the timer did sort of go, so we should probably put a cut in here for today. We'll come back next time, finish the war with Clan Ricard and Munster here. Maybe we'll see next episode, finish off O'Falley and Ormond. Yeah, probably. And then we'll see if we do a war with England in the 3rd episode. For now, however, this is Quarbit signing off, hoping you had a fun time here, and as always, have a fantastic day. I'd like to give a massive thanks to the following February patrons. In the $1 tier, we have Quiet Guy, Dylan M, Quangersol, and Rising Runner. In the $5 tier, we have Odie, and in the $20 tier, we have Chewy Shoot. Thank you guys so much for your donations. You're helping to move this channel forward, and I can't possibly thank you enough.